Hey, what's up YouTube? So I have an announcement, a new sponsorship that I'm with. So I'm currently with Transparent Labs, and the products are very high quality. I've stuck with Transparent Labs because I really like the ingredients with their pre-workouts. They have a lot of variation in pre-workouts. So thankfully the formula in Transparent Labs is really good. Each scoop of protein has 28 grams, no fat, no sugar added. So yeah, with the company, let's progress to the video now. And the question I want to answer is, should you train sore? This question is something I came up with because I realized my legs are really sore because I've introduced a new exercise, adductor machine. I think it's called the Good Girls, that's the street name of it. So the reason why I'm doing this machine is because I get really bad pain on my hip, and I feel like it gets aggravated as I do a lot of squat mechanic movements, so movements that require hip and the knee joint. So when I do it like a lot of volume, like if I do multiple movements, like a squat one day, on the same day I'd be doing a hack squat and then Bulgarian split squats. All those movements require the knee and the hip. I get really bad gluteal tendinopathy. So I do the stretch that looks like you're trying to smell your knees. But I do that stretch and it relieves a lot of the pain that I get. And so what I'm choosing to do is to work around it by drawing back some of the hip and knee volume. Like you're using the adductors, which is a huge portion of your squat. For me, like I don't really get a great stimulus in that area because I pull conventional, not nearly as much as sumo. So I don't really get that much out of the adductors. And so they don't really get trained from the squat to the extent that I want it to be. So the goal is maybe if I build up these muscle groups, slacking muscle groups, it'll return in a little bit better squat tolerance. The whole concept of training painless, that's your body's way of telling you that you need to slow down training. Not all the time. Sometimes there's soreness just because you haven't trained for a while and you have incredible amount of DOMs because you overdone a session. In that case as well, it's an indicator that you're not recovered, probably should not train, but you could train. The DOM's not severe. You don't want to go through rhabdo, a disease where you destroy the muscle cell and you pretty much poison yourself with your own blood. And so while there's a lot of benefit to training very frequently, equally as important as you get deeper into your training, older in your training age, that you respect your body. This is something that myself, I figure is an issue as well. When I start training, I want to train every single day, 6 days a week. And while it can be done at an experienced level of training, you have to pace yourself regardless of whatever stage you're at. If you're gonna train 6 days a week, consider breaking up the volume. Don't take a 6th day and just jack up the volume throughout the week. Some people ask me, is it better to train 6 days or 5 days a week? For me, it's about the same thing. I'm not gonna do more work volume in the 6-day mark. I'm just gonna spread some throughout the week so my body feels a little bit fresher on the 6th day. Now, if your training intent's not that great, you might wanna do this. Split some of the training so you get a little bit more coverage between each training day. But if your training's on point, you don't need a 6th day of training. For me personally, I want to have 6 days. After 15-20 minutes of training, sometimes you end up speaking to someone in the gym or you just end up not being in the mode. Having a 6th day can help you keep freshness and training intent with certain movements that you want to develop. Like the video, post a comment below what I should do next. I'm open to trying new things out. Peace.